Magandang araw mga kabao and welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. Ito ang Pound for Pound Sports. Pag-usapan natin mga kabao itong nalalapit na bakbakan bago sila magbakbakan ulit, no? Ibig sabihin may rematch sila, no?
Yo mga kamao, Pound for Pound Sports nga pala.
At actually ito ay ang number 1 or number 2 sa kanilang larangan pagdating sa light heavyweight division. Walang iba, of course, kundi si Artur Beterbiev at si Dmitry Bivol. Ang kanila po naging bakbakan noon ay tinaguri ang controversial fight daw. Dahil ang sabi ng claim ng iba, nanalo si Bivol o nanalo naman talaga si Beterbiev. But anyway, itong ating pong analysis is based doon sa kanilang naging performance at yung kanilang skill, Doon tayo magbabase mga kamao. So bago yan, balikan muna natin yung kartada ng dalawa. Unahin natin si Beterbiev. Si Beterbiev ay may 21 wins na, 0 loss at 20 KOs. Ang kanyang knockout ratio ay 95.24. Siya ay IBF World Light Heavyweight, IBO, WBO, and WBC. So medyo hindi na po ito bata, Medyo lagpas na siya sa kanyang prime age, Nasa 39 years old na ang Kasabyurt, Russia, pero ngayon ay nakatira sa Canada, So ang kanyang stance is orthodox, 5'11", pero more or less magkasing tangkad lang sila ni Bivol, Ang reach niya is 73, sa height niya na 5'11", talagang mahaba talaga yung reach ni Crawford, 74. And ranked number 1 siya. Hindi siya naging gold sa Olympic, pero naging 2-time Olympian siya. Sunod naman natin si Dmitry Bivol, Ang kanyang boxing record ay may 23 wins and 1 loss na siya mula sa kamay ni Beterbiev. 12 KOs. So kung may kita natin, hindi siya ganon. Kalahati lang yung kanyang rate. Kaya kung titignan natin yung KO ratio, nasa 52.17 lang. Age 34, nasa prime pa itong si Bivol, Nationality, Russia. Stance, parehas, orthodox. 6 feet in height, 72 ang reach. Mas mahaba lang si Beterbiev ng 1 pulgada. Nakatira siya ngayon sa Indio, California, USA. Ang birthplace niya is Tokmak, Kyrgyzstan. As of 2025, ranked number 1 siya sa WBA, The Ring, and WBO. At third naman sa IBF. Ang kanilang laban ay walang rematch clause. Pero nagkaroon dahil nga ito ay controversial, Ito ay public demand din. Kaya ang paliwanag kung bakit nagkaroon ng rematch is dahil nga naniniwala yung iba na 100% nanalo talaga si Beterbiev. Pero yung iba, ito ay isang robbery dahil clearly daw nanalo si Bivol. Better work daw ang ginawa ni Bivol, pero some says naman na may mga certain rounds na bumagal si Bivol at naging advantage yun para sa isang pressure fighter na si Artur Beterbiev. So i-analyze natin ngayon muli mga kamao yung kanilang rematch, kung sino sa tingin natin ang magwawagi. Again, based doon sa kanilang naging bakbakan at sa kanilang mga nakalaban noon based on their skills as well. So fighting styles yung dalawa. Beterbiev, aggressive. Alam naman natin, kitang-kita naman natin sa laban. Kahit sa laban niya kay Bivol, na talagang siya ang aggressive fighter. He keeps on moving forward. Pressure-based style itong si Beterbiev, Kaya nga ang tawag sa kanya is wrecking machine. Iko-cornerin kanya, Who loves to close the distance and land powerful combinations. Yan po ang style ni Beterbiev. With a knockout ratio of nearly 100%, Nearly kasi nakaligtas nga ito si Bivol. Hindi na knockout. He is one of the most feared punchers in boxing. Kasi nga, malakas sumuntok at talagang pressure fighter. Pero medyo insulto yung banat sa kanya ni Bivol, Mas malakas pa raw yung suntok sa kanya ni Canelo. So parang, ewan ko kung na-insulto si Beterbiev. Maari lang daw sinuwerte itong si Bivol, nakaligtas siya. Well, the number of Beterbiev speaks for himself. Nearly 100%, kaya undeniably malakas po talaga sumuntok ito. So he's also a solid all-around fighter with good fundamentals. Alam naman natin sa training pa lang ni Beterbiev, talagang disiplinado. Pati yung mga style ng training niya, scientific, at yung kanyang mga footworks, from ground to head, ang ganda po ng kombinasyon, balanse, ano? But his bread and butter is his power and relentless attack. Yun po kanyang pinaka bread and butter, while si Bivol naman is a technical and tactically astute fighter. He relies on superior footwork. Maganda ang footwork niya, no? Sharp jabs and excellent ring generalship. He has excellent defensive skills and is very hard to hit clearly. Bivol is more of a boxer than a puncher and doesn't rely on knockout power. Yan po si Bivol. Kaya kung titignan natin knockout ratio niya, ay halos kalahati lang mga kamao, no? But his precise punches and ability to control the pace and distance make him dangerous over the course of the fight. So yun po yung background nitong dalawang fighter pagdating sa fighting styles. And then tingnan natin yung first fight nila, ano nangyari ba? Reviewin natin. If we're discussing a rematch, no? If we consider Beterbiev or Bivol trajectory, we can imagine that their previous meetings, no, would likely be stylistic fight. No, yung first fight nila, kumbaga, base na lang doon. Kasi yung malalaman, din natin alam kung anong mangyari sa pangalawa, no? Kaya we are just projecting hypothetically, but we are basing on their first fight. So what would happen in rematch? Unahin natin kay Beterbiev's approach. Beterbiev's game plan would likely involve applying relentless pressure. The same na ginawa niya kay Bivol na nakita niya effective, no? Medyo may galaw lang si Bivol na nakakaligtas at nakakatama sa kanya at yun ang aralin niya. So kinakat na si Bivol sa ring. Kita natin yan, no? Cutting off the ring and using his immense punching power to break down Bivol's defense. He'll try to get Bivol in exchanges, no? Gusto niya yun, yung exchange, pero na-corner niya. Punching power to break down Bivol's defense niya po, no? Yun po ang magiging deciding factor, no? Kapag nakipagpalitan si Bivol sa kanya. Beterbiev would want to pressure Bivol in a firefight and capitalize on any mistakes Bivol might make. Doon niya po maisisingit yung kanyang knockout power, yung punch niya. Kasi kung ano nung kombinasyon eh. So dudurugin niya ito si Bivol, haharapin niya ng toe-to-toe, ikakat niya, paglalabas agad, kakat niya agad hanggang sa ma-corner niya, palitan sila. At kapag nakipag-exchange si Bivol, doon na matatapos si Bivol, ano? Kasi yun po ang style ni Beterbiev. Kaya kung makikita natin, umaalis si Bivol, umaatras siya, the moment na maramdaman niya agad yung lubid, no? Agad-agad siyang aalis, lumalayo siya ng lumalayo, no? Para ma-frustrate niya si Beterbiev. While Bivol's strategy naman, mga kamao, no? Will look for his superior footwork, gaya ng kanyang bread and butter, no? To avoid Beterbiev's power punches, gaya ng ginawa niya sa first fight. Iiwasan niya, kaya ginagamitan niya yung kanyang footwork. He'd likely to try to establish a consistent jab. Nakita natin, doon siya nakakascore. Sa jab-jab niya, yung panakaw-nakaw. Maganda ang jab ni Bivol, ano? Although mas mahaba ang reach ni Beterbiev, but Bivol is a boxer, no? Kaya he will try to outbox Beterbiev. He will use his movement to control the range. Kasi close the gap si Beterbiev. Kaya he will maintain the range para hindi makatapon si Beterbiev. Similar to how he fought Canelo Alvarez, yung ginawa ni Bivol. Kaya tinalo niya si Alvarez. Bivol has great endurance. Alam natin yan na kahit mag 24 rounds pa yan, kayang-kaya niyang tumagal. And has shown the ability to box a high level over 12 rounds like Canelo. No, he was able to outbox Canelo. No, kaya may kita natin na kaya niyang lumaban ng mga elite fighters. So he'd need to stick to his discipline and avoid being trapped on the ropes or pressured too much. Kaya na sinabi ko, iiwasan niyang ma-corner ni Beterbiev. The outcome, ano pong mangyari, if Beterbiev wins, it would likely be due to him landing clean punches. Gaya ng unang tingin ng mga judges, he was able to land clean punches. Although Bivol was trying to throw his jabs, combinations, but in the eyes of the judges, Bivol was able to land clean punches. No? So yun po ang gagawin niya. Powerful shots that either forces a stoppage or drops Bivol. Kasi nga sabi niya nakaligtas lang to si Bivol. Perhaps he will try his best now to knock him out to si Bivol. If Bivol can't manage the distance or na-worn out na at hindi niya kayang i-manage yung distance kasi nga sugod ng sugod si Beterbiev, no, at relentless sa kanyang kombinasyon, wrecking machine niya, maaring ito nga ang mangyari kay Bivol, ano, makakrock siya ni Beterbiev, no? Punches would become more effective. Yung kanyang defense ay makakrock ni Beterbiev. Sisirain kasi ni Beterbiev yan para ma-land niya yung clean punches. But if Bivol wins, a victory for Bivol would likely come by decision. So there's no chance for Bivol to knock Beterbiev, no? Kasi matibay nga ito, matigas. Kaya chances are he should outbox Beterbiev, no? His ability to box from the outside, kaya nga minemaintain niya yung distance, jab, jab, and then hook, jab, jab, alis, jab, jab, straight. Yun pong style niya, no? So his ability to box from the outside, make adjustments, and avoid Beterbiev's heavy punches, maari siyang manalo dun sa style na yun. Good for straight Beterbiev kasi nga layo siya ng layo, no? Maraming na-prostrate sa mga toe-to-toe puncher kung ang kalaban nila is a bit, yun nga, yung pala iwas, pala takbo, no? Na-prostrate sila dyan. Kung magawa niya yan sa over 12 rounds at may maintain niya yung range niya lang, bato-bato niya lang yung jab at yung mga punches niya, may pasok niya lang, he could probably outbox Beterbiev and won, perhaps majority or unanimous, ano? So yun po ang magiging kartada dyan ni Bivol. So pagdating naman sa key factors mga kamao, no? Yung chin at endurance ni Bivol, yung chin niya and his ability to withstand heavy shots from Beterbiev will be critical, no? Nakasurvive siya but I don't know in their second phase kung kaya niya ba talaga na saluhin ito kasi maaring hindi siya na-tsempohan o napuruhan. So maganda ang resilience nitong si Bivol, ano, pag tinatamaan siya, unlike other fighters, pag tinamaan siguro bagsak. But Beterbiev's power is on another level talaga mga kababayan. Though he insulted Beterbiev na mas malakas pa ang suntok ni Canelo. Pagdating sa ring IQ and adjustments, Bivol's superior boxing IQ and ability to adapt during a fight, mga kabaon, could give him the edge if he can avoid Beterbiev's bounce. If Beterbiev can cut off the ring and force exchanges, he has higher chance of getting the knockout. So iwasan ni Bivol itong pagiging ma-corner siya at mailan itong mga bump shots ni Beterbiev, no? At may force siya sa exchanging ng suntukan, may pagkakalagyan siya. So ang prediction mga kamao, no? It's a tough one to call. Hindi natin alam kasi nakapag-aralan nila yung isa't isa. Nalaman na nila. Yung iba nga na knockout o natalo sa first match, sa second nakabawi. No? Kasi ina-analyze na nila yung kanilang mistakes. At iniiwasan yung dapat iwasan. So tough siya. But a Bivol decision win is likely a safer bet based on his technical prowess. Magaling to si Bivol, ano? Technical boxer to. And ability to manage distance. Yan yung kanyang mga ginawa. Provided he can avoid being overwhelmed by Beterbiev's power. Kasi kapag ikaw na-corner ka ni Beterbiev, batuhan ka with bump shots. At kapag ikaw ay na-overwhelm, may pagkalalagyan ka. Especially if Bivol will try to exchange against Beterbiev. However, if Beterbiev can get past Bivol's jab and start landing clean punches, power punches, a Beterbiev stoppage could be the result. Maaring stoppage ang mangyayari. Yun din po nakikita ko mga kamao. He will try to corner kasi pag pupunta na si Bivol, nakita natin sa laban, sa unang laban, pupunta rito, ikakat niya agad Pag pupunta rito, ikakat niya, lalo na pag malapit na sa corner. And then he will land his bump shots kasi na-corner na si Bivol, no? So he should always cut Bivol whenever Bivol tries to escape, ano? So it would be a very fascinating fight to watch mga kamao, as both fighters have the tools to impose their will on the other. Especially nagkaroon na sila ng first fight. The key question would be, ito pong tanong mga kamao, no? Whether Bivol can stay disciplined enough to outpoint Beterbiev, or if Beterbiev can eventually break him down. I think that's what Beterbiev will do in their next phase, ano, sa kanilang next fight, no? You will try to break him, no? Crack his defense, and if Bivol will be able to keep the distance and land his jabs, his punches, he would probably survive but would end up winning a decision. But if not, the other way around, mga kamao. So, sino po sa tingin nyo mga kamaong magnanalo sa dalawa? Pero para sa akin, no, I can see that it will still the same. Beterbiev will still defeat him via either majority, split, or unanimous decision. So hanggang sa sunod natin mga video, mga kamao, no, abangan nyo. Please share this video, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon and choose all. Hanggang sa muli, God bless.